Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hot Dish Podcast, where it has a little bit of everything. It's always good. I'm your host, Jordan. Today with me, I have Brandon. Well, that was awful.
So you look right at the camera, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, let's look at us.
Are we good now?
Yeah, I mean, we're live again. I don't know what happened. I honestly think so. I noticed it this morning when setting this up all for you guys, and like doing the little game we're gonna have up here in a little bit. That the stream deck would break everything. Like you just saw, like, because normally it cuts the white screen, it mutes the mics, it plays audio. It just played audio. It was like, and then it froze, did nothing. But welcome. Today with us, we'll try this again. I'm your host, Jordan Zervis, and today with me I have Brandon,
As always,
and James.
Hello.
James was here for the E3 stuff. Play games a lot. How do we know you, James?
We went to college together.
Well, kind of.
I had a class with you.
We did have a class together.
And then, Austin.
Wait.
what?
Oh, I thought I just noticed your mic.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I won't rotate. Hopefully. Why is yours so quiet? Dude, everything's breaking today and it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Just speak extra loud today then.
First of all. Sorry.
Yeah, we had a class together, which I didn't realize until afterwards. It was a speech class.
Yeah, it was like business language or something.
It was, yeah, it was just yeah. And that was the class that, but there's some weird kids in that class.
There definitely was.
We had a girl, a mom came in and talked about how video games are causing her child to be violent.
Yep. Wasn't there another one that was like video games are causing like problems in Chicago?
Oh, maybe that was the same one. I think
it was something like that. But video games are causing violence in kids and stuff. And I think there's like me, you, and then there's at least like one other kid there that like played video games a decent amount. And we all kind of snickered at that.
Yeah, and then I did one about like me playing video games and how I just like enjoyed it a whole ton. Mm-hmm. And there's a kid next to me. There was a kid next to me that would after I got done, he sat next to me. He's like, "Play games?" Like, yeah. He's like, "Do you play Dota at all?" I'm like, "Oh God, no, awful."
Yeah, you had your game over tattoo, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because I recognized that. I'm like, oh, okay, mine. I remember the first time I went over to you and Austin's like apartment. I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember you.
Yeah, I remember this kid. I remember this person.
I'm like, this kid looks really familiar. Yeah, I'm like, saw like your tattoo. I'm like, oh yeah, we had.
Yeah, you and Austin went to school for what?
Mechanical design.
And that's what you currently do that now?
Prototype assembly. Kind of use it.
Brendan, what are you doing now? Did you say? I don't. Last time, you did the musical then, right?
I'm doing a musical. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
I couldn't remember if that was.
Yep. So I've been doing that most weeknights. Been learning guitar, and I can play part of a song.
Oh, nice. Like,
not very well, but I can play part of the song.
Hey, you start somewhere.
I've got 2, 3, 4 weeks before I have to actually play.
Okay, so
plenty of time.
Yeah.
Speaking of sound, I just want to try this out right away because we're already having technical difficulties. Everything I've done so far is broken, so we'll try something out real quick. I have a small game. Hopefully it works because it just might give me error code. So I'm gonna play an audio bite.
Okay.
The genre. Excuse me. it's going to be from pretty much everything. So I did movies, games, stuff. This theme is like they're all nerdy stuff. So you'll probably get them for the most part.
Okay.
Some of them you might get something. Hopefully they play.
Just first thing.
Okay.
You want the numbers, Mason. That's all we've ever wanted.
Let's see.
I can't hear it.
Really quiet.
Yeah, it is.
What do you want from me? You want the numbers, Mason.
The numbers, Mason.
Oh, Black Ops.
Yeah. Just something
Black
easy.
Ops.
Just like,
Yeah.
okay, what's my thought for all of these was like, what's very like what stands out in most of these games? So like Black Ops 1, that was like very thing.
Mhm.
Like
The numbers. Numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
What I remember about that game in particular was like the main menu. Take out and you can go over to the
yeah, and
console.
that's where that scene is also
Oh yeah.
blah, 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 nothing. That is what.
Anyways,
Yeah, some people are like
Next one.
like
I want to hear the next one.
the next one.
Lightsaber.
That's all I could
What
think.
the
Of.
hell?
It was
Come
I
on.
I was like, okay, what could be better? What could be more Star Wars? No,
Yoda quotes.
no, like something.
Challenging that might be.
This one probably will stump you. I'm guessing.
War isn't a game.
Any idea?
Sounds
Is it
War
like War Never Changes? Yeah.
That's what it sounds.
I can't.
War isn't a game. Is that Soldier 76?
It is. Good job, Brandon.
It's recognize the voice.
Okay, it's just I was gonna do
Good
Diva.
with this stuff.
Don't play Overwatch.
I was gonna do Diva because like and just do not like that's not the common voice you hear from Soldier 76. But I was gonna do Diva one like that too, and like I know it'd stump him for sure. I don't know if it'd stump you of that. This one Brandon should know. I thought it was just funny. Oh, so thank you for following.
I didn't know you had elves working here.
Oh.
I'll play it again. Hold on.
Oh, it's Elf. It's
Yeah,
Elf. It's Elf.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, it's Elf. I was like,
I recognize
I thought
that,
for a
just
second.
like-
I was like,
I know-
oh yeah.
I knew Brandon would get it because Brandon watched
I watched that religiously for a
Every
good
time.
3 years,
Okay.
every
yeah,
night.
and so it's the scene where he walks into his dad's office
And Peter Dinklage is there.
and Peter
Yeah.
Dinklage is there.
Yeah.
So-
He's like, I didn't know you had elves working here. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I was like, because all these I was looking for audio stuff and I couldn't find like snippets where it would pause decently enough. I don't do it.
Wilhelm
Wilhelm
scream.
Wilhelm scream. And I was gonna try to do the Star Wars one, but I mean,
What do you mean?
Like the specific. There's actually a bunch from Star Wars.
Oh.
But
yeah, people falling into like the.
there's actually I looked up Wilhelm scream and Star Wars was one of the drop down things, and it was like a 2-minute video. I was like, okay, then never mind. I couldn't do this. Do it too hard because I was gonna have you guess where it came from, but there was way too many.
Yeah, I
Way
got
too
you.
many. We can talk about Star Wars and the new. We didn't get to talk about it. The new game.
We haven't talked about Star Wars yet.
Then we can start now. Why not?
No, it's okay.
You don't want to talk about it. Brandon's the one that
Brandon's like,
doesn't want to talk
no.
about it.
Just get criticized for my
When we played
enjoyment.
it there last.
The other day,
weekend?
yeah.
Yeah, that
last
was
weekend.
fun, though.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I enjoy it. And they got a big update coming out next week. Add Androidicas, everything. Like Prime.
But with the new Star Wars, Jedi Fallen
Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order. Thank you.
Yeah.
What they showed with the E3 video, people were kind of like, about it, the whole thing.
Really?
Well, because that's what what they showed. What it looked like, it was a very straight story. Like you're gonna turn left here, you take this path.
Very linear.
But it actually is, you get those powers and you unlock him. Like when you see him turn and he busts open that door, that's a skill you have to unlock.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so you can't take that way if you don't have the skill
Oh.
yet.
So you got to go find a different
And
way.
so you take
yeah.
a different way.
They just did that one linear path
and so
because
people
they knew it.
And
Yeah.
people were taking it as like, oh, I mean, Star Wars, it's cool, but that people were, after they heard about that and they announced about that, I was gonna show it, but I guess.
I was gonna say most people that most of what I heard were people were more into it after watching the demo. Because at first the first trailer that came out with it, people were like, this looks like whatever. But after people saw the demo, they were like, oh my gosh, this could be fun.
Fun. Why can't you be a Sith and then you're like highlight the Jedi part? Like,
Why do you think?
Like, and with this, we are saying it takes place before the third movie.
It takes place after the third movie.
After the third movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 3, after episode 3.
It's in between.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, after 3. I was thinking.
Yeah, it takes place before episode 4.
Episode 4. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, come on, get your stuff
Before
right.
4, after 3.
Yep.
Saw Gerrera's in there.
Saw Gerrera's in it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, technically, Saw Gerrera is alive in episode 3.
And
But
is he
that's
just
me?
Is he just like resistance? I thought he was like more militia.
Yeah. So, you first see Saw Gerrera in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yep.
He is a resistance fighter on his home planet that is trying to stop the Separatists, and then they go in and Republic goes in and helps them. Then you see him in Star Wars Rebels, Rogue One.
Yep.
And then now you'll see him in Jedi Fallen Order. So he's basically always been a resistance fighter in or movement, whatever. But not it's difficult to explain because not resistance as in the sequel trilogy against whoever is trying to assert authority over him. So, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Playing for us.
Star Wars thing.
Oh.
And just showing like
Sorry.
There you go. Way to knock the mic, man.
fired.
Never allowed back on.
Never coming back. Never gonna dance
After all the problems you've
again.
had,
Dude,
surprised
I don't know what's going on today. It really bugs me a lot that all this happened. I'm gonna try to cut to the part where, yeah, he gets done talking to Saw, and they bounce out.
It's not showing up.
Oh, sorry.
I want to change. Man. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Free
like,
the Wookiees.
I do like this though. Actually.
It's their complete single player
and that's
threat.
also like look where he's at, because like look where he's at. And that seems like okay, that's the viable way to go.
Mhm.
That's what people were thinking, like oh, but turns out like this is a skill
Okay.
that he had to do here. Or another scenario I saw where he could, I don't know, take a more stealthy approach to it, or maybe he shows up at a later time and like maybe the enemy's already dead and it's just like the creatures that killed
It's
the
different.
stormtroopers.
Yeah, it's different thing. Different
Yeah, and
possibilities.
people were like, oh, it's just like a Nathan Drake or a Tomb Raider type game.
Well, isn't somebody who was involved with this game?
I
thought so. Could be wrong.
like maybe you could have taken that way. And
Yeah,
found it. Oh yeah, this is we saw this 2 weeks ago now.
Has it been 2 weeks already?
I mean, since you're last here, and we saw it on Sunday.
Goodness.
2 weeks,
That's been
Brandon,
a while.
flies by, dude. I'm going to work, and I wake up, go to work, come home, sometimes go to the gym, and then come back. I blink, I'm like, it's Friday again? What happened? I just missed it. No idea. Doing it from Vine is very
That's cool.
technical.
Doing nothing and then going to music practice and then going to bed. Up and doing that forever is also.
And people are also kind of like mad about like there wasn't showing any dismember. They're not gonna show any dismemberment of Stormtrooper. Only monster.
Oh.
Because that's
Yeah.
Why show dismemberments of people? That's where it's different from Star Wars Force Unleashed. Because you could dismember people and.
I mean, even the Lego games, you can dismember people.
But it's
That's
bricks.
Lego.
It's bricks.
Yeah, they could be robots in these helmets. You don't know. Come on now.
They'll show
I took in too much air.
It's the droid has it.
There'll be droids in here.
It's the what's that box thing where the animal's in a box and it's either dead or alive?
What?
When you if you put an animal in a box.
A trap?
No. Trap.
What are you talking
Is
about?
it the Schindler's Theory or something like that? When you put an animal in a box and you're not opening it, it's neither dead or alive because you don't know what it is. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
What's he talking about?
I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't know exactly like what the actual name of it.
No idea what you're talking about. I wish I was a better help, but I'm not.
I am awful right now.
I mean, usually I'm a better help. But...
Schrodinger's. Sorry, Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's.
Oh,
God.
Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Schrodinger's cat theory. Like you don't know if it's dead or alive. I
Well,
thought saying the cat in a box would have given it away.
No, I mean, I've heard the term. I've heard the term, but I just like blew my mind. Went past my mind. Like one of the other things that I knew of, but I had to look up because I didn't remember. It's Godwin's Law.
Godwin's Law.
If you have a discussion on the internet long enough, eventually somebody or something will be referenced to Hitler and the Nazis.
What I see
Rule 34.
What I see today on Reddit, it was like, what is something in the history that what is the butterfly effect of something in real life history? And it was something to do with Star Trek, having to do with President Obama getting elected. And so one of the actors in the old time series of Star Trek, I can't remember which one it was, had an affair with somebody on the set. Turned out 20 years later, that person was running for Democratic Party, and then this thing came up, and Obama was the next in line to like
be president
to the Democratic Party, you know, and then he took it. So it was like that Star Trek caused Obama to be president or something. Like this whole line of theory, and then every line after that, another one. You talk about Hitler, and it was like, yeah, someone just like hit him in the head somewhere. Just like did something to him, or didn't hit him in the head, and he was like, if something didn't happen to him, and it would have made him like a better person.
Would have made art school.
Yeah, that's
yeah, or the British soldier wouldn't have saved his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he got injured in a gas attack.
Okay,
in World War I, and then I don't know if he was captured, and then the British
I thought
or something.
I
don't know.
Someone had him in his sights and decided not to shoot.
I don't know. There's all sorts of wild theories, I'm sure, but I just know for sure that he was injured and he was caught in a gas attack.
You ever get like, it's more personal, but you would hear those stories of like the old war that's coming through. Like my grandpa would like never talk about anything. He was in Vietnam at all, but I guess he doesn't talk about it because he doesn't want to, or I guess he didn't do anything. He was a radio man. That's what I told him in communications. That's what he did. Which is funny because he has nothing to do with it today, but
but he was all on that, yeah.
But he was just like this weekend. He didn't talk about war, but my grandpa doesn't talk like at all, like to me at all, because I just we. But we were together sitting at like a picnic table, and I was listening to a story over here, and my grandpa sitting across the picnic table from me. I just started talking, like not even looking at me. Started talking about fishing. So, like. Yeah, so I went down the lake the other day and caught a couple fish. But that reminds me of the story back when we were like 12. Just like left field,
just going for
and
it.
I want to talk about fishing. Like, we were looking for a spot to go to find the best fishing spot. I was with one of my buddies. You know him. He's a so and so son. Blah 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 blah. Just like off the trail, off the ramp.
Are you sure he wasn't talking to somebody that was like over there?
He was absolutely, because I turned and looked at him, and he was looking straight at me. And I was like, oh yeah. And all I could do is because shake my head and say yeah, pretty much, because I do know of the lake that he goes to, and the person he was talking about, that's what it. And it was just like
you're just like
and he could. We don't talk often, but when he does, he could just like talk forever, and I didn't stop him at all. I'm just like. Yeah, yep. Oh, what's that? And what's that? I think someone's calling for me over here. And I was trying to be rude about it, but straight 20 minutes, just like him talking about a story, which led him off to another story, which just led him off to another story, over and over again.
That's me.
Yeah,
when I talk about things, it's like I get on, like I start with a thought, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh god, and then I jump to the next one, and I just keep going, and I just keep going, and I just keep, at least that's what I do in my mind.
If you're in a conversation with somebody, like I wasn't talking to my grandpa at the time, which it was just funny because, I mean, that's all my grandpa does now. He's retired, so he fishes, he plays cards, he goes to McDonald's and gets his coffee, stuff like that. But it's just like one thing.
Yeah.
Read newspaper. Yep.
Hey, I don't read newspaper.
You watch the news.
I watch the news. I'm an old man like that.
I don't watch the news.
It's 5 o'clock rolls around. I'm watching the news.
The only news I get is like whatever I read when something about Trump.
I watch the news. What crazy stuff happened today? Like yesterday, I was like, oh, I know what's going to be on the news tonight. Yep, sure enough, Trump called off a strike on Iran.
Yeah, see, I don't pay attention.
It's like shot down one.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that.
And then there's no fly.
What do you mean?
I thought there was a no-fly zone.
No.
For U.S. planes, you're not supposed to fly.
Oh, after it got shot down,
Yeah.
they just said it. Yeah. They said don't fly over Iran
Yeah.
or near the Persian Gulf,
I
whatever.
just realized.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been off screen. I didn't know.
Goodness
Did you notice
gracious, what is going on? Like,
Everything is
I showed
wrong. Yeah. James came in here and he saw the camera. Ooh, pretty camera. And he started turning it and playing with it.
it doesn't like it's not. I don't know. It moved.
Do one of your cats get in here?
There's like. Life has been hectic right now. Trying to find a new job, which is difficult because like even I make $16.50 right now, right? So if a job I find right now pays me $16.50, I'm already taking a pay cut for the fact that I get over.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at like, look, my job that I've been in there part time for 4 years, so just starting off now they pay me $16.50. We did insurance the other day, and they asked me how much I'm making. I was like, I don't know. They asked me how much a year I make. I was like, I don't know. But she's like, oh, I can just type in how much you make. $16.50 is $33,000. Like, calculating in my head, I roughly working Fridays, so that's overtime. Be like $40,000. Ow! That's already above the U.S. average, is it not?
That's about right.
That's about it.
I thought it was like 30.
Yeah, it's close. I think it's anywhere between 30 and 50.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you're there. I'm underneath it.
yeah.
I'm like, I get like 20 calculated.
But look, and then with that,
Or
so,
I could be wrong.
and so most places, most office jobs, they don't offer overtime because it's
You
like
get salary.
It's 40. Yeah, that too.
You get salaried work.
yeah.
So
And,
it doesn't matter even if paid for it.
Yeah,
Um,
you work 40, you work 80, you can still get same
You
pay
work
rate.
30.
Mm-hmm.
but
But you're supposed to make 40.
depending where you go, it's salary. I know some places.
Oh yeah, some do hourly.
Mm-hmm.
Some do hourly, but most office jobs are salary work. Depending on what you do.
Yeah, it depends.
But then doing that, my whole week's just been stressed out. Looking for a new job, and everything I see so far, nothing. I'm being super picky about it, which I shouldn't be, because I'm being picky about it because I don't know what I want to do, and I'm not super designy, so I can't like. Oh, they need a graphic designer. I was like, well,
You're being like, well,
I need to be
I'm
more-
not necessarily qualified.
I need
for
to be
that.
I need to be more of a marketer type person, but I don't know what that entails. Like I have great ideas. Pay me to do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
To look at a wall idea.
Yeah.
No.
And then along with that, looking for a new car. My car is like on the shits right now. I think it's running off like
CRV,
oh, it is on its way out. It just hit 200,000 miles, and it's like, I think it hit 200,000 miles and shit the bed. It was like,
It's like, oh god, help!
Yeah, about that time.
Help!
Those things last forever though, so I don't know what's causing it to be like.
Change your oil?
Yeah.
It saw how many miles it had done and it shit a brick. Oh no!
And so like looking at a car, I got applied for a loan, and loan is fine. Got the loan all settled out. Looking for a vehicle. I'm trying to be picky with my vehicle because I want it to last long. But it's like, oh, you want to be picky, you gotta pay more. It's like,
Gotta wait.
yeah, freaking out. Well, I can't wait because my car's not dying on me. It's like, but I almost drove to Wisconsin this week. I found one I liked, and look, I got the loan. I was like, okay, maybe I could just drive there. Have Alyssa drove to her family or parents' house. They're like a half hour away from it. Okay, I could just like bum a ride from you, drop me off, and I'll have to buy the vehicle as I'm stuck there.
That's the problem. You don't ever want to have that.
Actually, she'll come get me though. She's like, the time allocated, it would have been fine for me to get the vehicle. But looking at it, I was like, oh, this is a Luther Honda. We have those in St. Cloud. So I contacted them and I was like, hey, if I buy this vehicle, or can I buy this vehicle from you and have it shipped to here? She's like, yeah, sure. You just have to stay. The price can't change though. I'm like, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping it's like, hey, I'll give you like this much down if you drop it in price. After that, I was like, damn it.
Because I'm sure they're like, well, we got to ship it anyways, and we got to pay that and do that, and
They should. You have to purchase agreement.
Yeah,
Like, all right, yeah, we'll ship it.
I was like, God, I've just been like waiting it out, finding what they told me that, but like if it's available and you have financing, yeah, we can get it. You have to pay the. Damn.
not fun. It's not fun. I don't like it.
Being adults lame, people.
Sucks.
Stay in school. Actually,
No.
don't.
Eh.
Well, in like high
Don't
school.
do anything.
Stay in high school. Stay in high school. College debatable.
Yeah, because you're still somewhat of an adult in college.
Real worlds.
Everything paid for, at least for the most part. You know.
Everybody cue the "Everything is Awesome," but sung by someone who's crying.
Actually, and spoiler, at the end of the second movie, they saying like everything is not awesome.
Yeah.
That is funny.
That was a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
Stuck in-
That's part of it. That's a new song.
That's the next awesome song.
Before I came here, my sister was showing me a clip from Parks and Rec.
Yes.
Parks and Rec. Trying to walk on the ice rink while one of the main characters is running for office. So she's doing a campaign rally in the ice rink, and they're walking out to the ice rink. You know how people at the stage. The carpet only ran halfway out through the rink, so the rest of the way they had to walk on the ice.
Yeah.
And then they try to get over to the stage, and there's no steps to get onto the stage.
Oh, it's just
So it's just an elevated platform. So they're trying to like push her up onto the platform, and meanwhile everybody's like slipping and sliding, and Chris Pratt's character is like falling all over the place, and one guy's holding a dog. It's peeing. I'm walking and it's peeing. I have to set it down. I can feel it peeing. And then they're like, it's got 3 legs. It can't walk on
I
the
think
ice.
that character, Chris Pratt's character, was supposed to be like written off like right away, but he was such good at acting that they kept his part in.
I think he was just supposed to be some minor character, but the people loved him so much, they kept him. It's like a main character, but
now he's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Star-Lord. And every time I hear Chris Pratt, I think of that time he was he rapped that Dr. Dre song.
Yeah, no, it was Eminem, wasn't it?
Or Eminem, whatever
Yeah.
it is. I don't know.
He's on the radio.
Forget about Dre or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's on the radio. He did it in a radio interview, and he's like, he rapped it and just completely.
Yeah, it was actually really well.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's oh my god, you guys. None of you guys are like big Marvel anymore. You guys like Austin used to be.
Well, when there's 21 studios that you have to watch.
No, not all of them. I
See, that was my problem. We've talked about this before. I just didn't want to sit there and try to watch all 12 movies that I hadn't seen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's way too much. Like I get what they were trying to do, but man,
Oh yeah, it just
because there
seemed
were some heroes I was not as enthused about. You know,
It was,
and then you have to go watch their movie in order to understand what's going on, and I'm just like,
some were like that. Some of them you could skip out. I'd definitely say like you could watch like Ant-Man 1, but you could definitely skip Ant-Man. But it's, like, just being in the like historical thing of these 21 movies coming together, like 10 years.
oh, I know it's impressive.
And then
It's
that's
impressive.
coming together to do this thing. I had goosebumps the entire
Don't
movie.
get me wrong, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I just like,
it just seemed a little bit like the movies almost seemed like there's some that were like it seemed like every couple weeks it was like a new Avengers.
I enjoyed the crap out of it. I love that shit.
well, and me, somebody who loves Star Wars a lot, you know, people thought that was going to happen to Star Wars 2, where every year a new Star Wars movie was going to come out, and it almost is.
The jump.
It almost is like, but I think they realized
When's the
that
last Star Wars movie?
Solo, which would have been May of 2018,
Like a big group of us. We didn't all see Solo.
then
I
Last
remember.
Jedi would have been that following or the previous December.
So you said 2017.
17.
Holy cow! That was 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really wish they didn't drop Solo. In
See,
February.
what they did was, it was in May.
May?
What they did was, and I remember this, and I was like, oh, that's not going to be good for Star Wars. What they did was, it was supposed to be December 2018. Okay? And then Pirates of the Caribbean was supposed to come out in May 2018. Well, after Last Jedi, they flip-flopped them. Or before Last Jedi, they flip-flopped them. So Pirates came out in December 20. Or November. I don't know.
Pirates?
It came out like later 2018, and then they moved the Star Wars movie up to early 2018. So I was like, that's gonna ruin
Yeah,
it. And people didn't want to go see because they're getting washed out. And I'm like, yeah, I can understand that.
That was the problem with like Avengers. It like Star Wars. There was like every year. It was like, all right, well,
Yeah, it was.
where where the Avengers.
I think
whatever,
there.
it was like it was a lot more. There was
Mhm.
more movies than just one a year. It was 5 or 6.
Yeah, they were pushing.
There were
Holy
sometimes,
crap.
yeah.
Towards the last like 3 to 4 years, they were pushing like a year. And so I could understand that being a lot.
Because they're like didn't Thor and Black Panther come out the same year?
Ragnarok and Black Panther.
Thank you.
Something
Because
that.
like Thor came out in like April, and then Black Panther came out in May, or something. I could have been wrong, but they've done that where it was like one movie came out one month, and then the following month another movie
Mhm.
came out, and I'm like, these movies.
Let's see here.
Ragnarok. That's probably one of the top 5.
I
You-
see
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Ragnarok.
Honestly,
Ragnarok-
beyond Civil War, I really haven't seen any of them.
So Ragnarok was Alyssa's like favorite movie. So that one she watches all the time. It's on Netflix. She just watches on repeat. Ragnarok came out in 2017. Black Panther came out in 2018. Infinity War.
Oh, but November.
Yeah,
17 and
November.
February 20.
But that same like 2017 was Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man, Ragnarok.
Yeah.
2016 was Doctor Strange, Captain America: Civil War. That was that.
and I think that's where I started getting disinterested.
So like honestly, getting to the last movies like Black Panther, kind of important. You understand his stuff like
Mhm.
that. Ragnarok was just funny, and you understand because that's where Infinity War starts.
Yeah.
Ragnarok,
Because they run into
Ant-Man and
Thanos' issue.
Ant-Man 2 and Captain Marvel. I don't think you see those. Like I could have told you like 6 or 7 movies. You just like, don't have to worry about them. I can explain them to you.
But then that still would have been 6 or 7 movies I had to watch.
No, but like the ones you've already seen though. So you dropped you on to like whatever you needed.
I know, but what I'm saying is I watched about half of them, and if you tell me to not watch half of the ones that I haven't watched, I still have to watch.
The other half of the ones you haven't
Yeah.
watched.
That's still like 6 or 7 movies.
That's not that bad.
a lot.
They were good movies though. They weren't like they're not going to be like snoozers. You're not going to fall
Well,
asleep.
I
during
know,
it.
but I mean, if you're not invested, and partly is,
But, so Brandon,
but partly is my thing is too. If I'm not into it as much, like I'm into Marvel movies, But I'm also the type of person, if everybody overhypes it, I want to be that one person who I just like me. I'm just turned off. Like why? I don't know, but I'm that person who's like I'm that person who just doesn't want to go with the flow.
But so let's change the verse around. Say it was Star Wars coming out with 21 movies.
That's different. Though. No.
Highly
I say
vested
that's different for me. I mean, I would get fatigued, but I'd still go watch every single one.
See.
The problem is, I love Star Wars. Like I'm into Star Wars, all this stuff. I just like Marvel.
Yeah,
I get the suit. I like. I'm not invested into everybody's history in the Marvel universe. So for me, I would not be like jumping over. Like, and that's why I haven't watched Game of Thrones either. Everybody hyped it up, and I'm like, okay, it probably is cool. I'm not gonna watch it.
Well, with like, just say with Marvel coming out, like after Infinity War, I felt the same. I was like, okay, good ending. You know, don't need to see the next one. And then because I knew they kind of shot themselves, Marvel shot themselves in the foot because Infinity War came out, and then they released the dates for the new movies that come out. So Spider-Man 2, Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, like
Guardians of the Galaxy.
well, shit,
3.
those characters
Yeah.
are coming. Those characters are coming back. So they're just like done cliffhanger.
Oh,
and
yeah.
bang, shot
No,
them.
yeah.
And, like, they're
Oh, by the
alive.
way,
Yeah, where Spider-Man dies, and then it's like, oh wait, there's Spider-Man.
Which-
Spider-Man-
You
but then
could've-
people were like, "Oh, that's gonna be a prequel." I
You-
remember people saying that
you
it's gonna be a
could've-
prequel before it happens. Like,
You
like-
could have guessed as well, which I mean, it's just like, whatever, they did it. But back to what I was saying, with I didn't lose interest. I was like, okay, Endgame was a good ending. I feel fine. I don't think I need to see Star or Marvel for a little bit. I think this is when I found out I loved falling over. I loved Avengers. I loved Marvel in general. I saw the intro saw the trailer for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm like, I'm gonna see that.
It looks good.
Because they're introducing once again a new
hero,
question mark.
Yeah.
Something. What's his face?
Mysterio,
What's the-
Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I
Yeah.
was like- But he's like the actor in all the other movies. Like, hey, I'm the good guy.
But he's not.
It feels very
Yeah.
hard to be him to be like a good guy with like the mask that has the smoke in it or whatever in it.
Yeah.
But I know you guys are.
I mean, it looks interesting. I might go see it.
Huh.
But but I'm no.
So what's your take on what's the next Star Wars movie after Skywalker? They're gonna do another spin-off?
It's the trilogy that Rian Johnson is directing and the Game of Thrones writers are writing.
Is that the 2020 movie? or
Yep.
whatever?
So they're gonna take a break after Rise of Skywalker. You're gonna take a break, and then in 2021 it'll come out. So it's a small break, but because
But it's not
Avatar
like-
is supposed to come out, or
Avatar is supposed to come out every other year.
Yep,
It's
and Star Wars Avatar, yeah.
And they already
or
have, like-
Avatar Star Wars, because there's
Yeah.
4 Avatars,
Yeah.
and there's 3 Star Wars, so it's gonna be Avatar
It's-
Star Wars, Avatar Star Wars,
Is there
Avatar
not
Star
gonna
Wars.
be another spin-off such as like?
I think they put those on hiatus.
Okay, I expected that come up way before.
No,
next
because
series come out.
I think people. Okay, because I think Disney took the failure of Solo, which wasn't really a failure, but
Really?
but in terms of Disney, it's a failure.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why didn't anybody come? Maybe because you showed them a movie, The Last Jedi, that was very divisive within the community of Star Wars, and then you forced a movie about a very beloved character when they're younger. Shortly after that, so people aren't gonna go watch.
So it came. Han came out after. Did it come out? Yeah,
It came out after The Last Jedi, and it was only a few months.
and Han Solo's already dead. And so,
But no,
spoiler.
but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, it was a combination of you didn't give people time to just sit and kind of ferment over The Last Jedi, and then by the time Solo would have came out in December, people would have been like, okay, I guess I could watch another Star Wars movie.
But my guess is I mean, obviously the reasoning for switching the dates between Pirates of the Caribbean.
To see if they could do it, because I think Disney was trying to test if they could do a Marvel Cinematic Universe type style with Star Wars, and the fan base basically just said no, you can't.
Well, I was also guessing because there was like at the time of release of The Last Jedi or whatever, another movie, people are like, yeah, fuck yeah, Star Wars, give me more, woo.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so
Yeah,
they were
people
like,
were. I mean, some people were getting fatigued, but they're
And
like,
then-
"Yeah, you can just keep going." And then Ryan Johnson decided to do
The-
something different.
hardcore people went, while the people that like, hey James, want to come to the movie with me? We're seeing Han Solo. Nah, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm like, I
I already saw Star Wars in the last 6 months.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
worried.
there's another Star Wars coming out, and like basically that's what it could have been.
like,
So
your
that's why-
casual fans.
Yeah,
for
that's why.
yeah.
That's why I'm saying if they would have had Solo at the end of 2018, it would have been a lot different. Yeah, I think it would have done a lot better in their eyes, in Disney's eyes.
Speaking of like Disney, we went and saw Aladdin
Mhm.
the other day. It was actually pretty
I've
good.
heard it's pretty good.
I went in there with very low expectations. Like just like I was like, oh god, it's good.
I've heard it's
Will
pretty good.
Smith is gonna be blue and it's like this and that. It's like he made the movie. He
Yeah.
definitely like if
Honestly, I think the genie makes the movie.
if
Yeah.
it was someone else, because I bet you someone else would have came in there and tried to
Do a Robin Williams.
do a
Impression?
Robin Williams impression,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Do, like doing
Which is good. I think it's good because like he's got to live up to that role.
Yeah.
Like Robin did a very hard job, or they did a very good job, but made it very hard for anybody else to
very
take on
large
that role.
shoes to fill.
Mhm. Oh yeah, and when it just like, and I know I think I talked about it when I heard that he was supposed to play Professor Oak in Detective Pikachu. I was like, what? What? Come on,
That would have been. That would have been.
that would have been
awesome.
great.
and people were like freaking out because when we first saw him in like a clip, the genie was not,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then they changed it.
Yeah, they're
Well,
like-
because people first saw him in pictures and he was blue, and people were like, "What? Blue? That's just disgusting." Which is,
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I'm actually really excited for the Lion King one.
That one, didn't
Even
do
though,
very good.
what?
that one didn't do very good.
What do you mean?
The Lion King. It's already out, is it not?
The live action one?
It came and gone. I thought already.
No, it's
No, it
still
comes
coming
out.
out.
It comes out like the.
Yeah, it comes
comes
out
out
like
July.
later this month or later next month.
That was July.
Yeah, next month is July. Later next month. Yeah,
July
it's
19th.
June already.
July 19th. I thought it came and gone already.
Yeah.
No,
July
because
19th,
they just
birthday.
released a trailer where Beyonce and Donald Glover are singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight." And their voices meld so like my
Oh,
my
nice.
my musician brain clicked on and I was like, they mesh so well together.
that's not
It is so good.
But what they did really nice in the movie here, they actually made, when he wasn't the genie, they made him normal. So he was like normal.
Oh, so he looked like like just a regular.
He looked like
person,
Will
yeah.
Smith. And so my comparison, I'm gonna skip for a little. Yeah. So my initial thought is it was Will Smith playing the genie, playing Will Smith, because he has that very.
He has a what? Very what?
He just has a very funny attitude where like.
Well, I think there's two different styles of comedy between, right?
See, now there, yeah, he
that-
turned into
yeah.
normal.
Because there's two different styles between like Robin and him. Will is more has his own comedic style, and Robin's got his own
Yeah,
comedic
and
style
so
too.
what Robin Williams does is he like when he was a small person, he would like the tiny little voice,
Yep.
and
He's a very character driven.
and like he wouldn't do that. He would just be normal Will Smith, and it was really funny. What I don't like what they've done, and they've done in every single Disney movie remake so far, is that they put in the song that wasn't in the original, and just like I was just confused on what happened.
What do you mean?
It's like a new.
They put in a brand new song.
Oh, they put in a brand new song. Oh,
Yeah, and it's that nothing like didn't match at all. It was a very good movie. We saw it. I saw it. I thought it was an okay movie. The next day, I lamented on it for a little bit. Thought about it. I was like, that was a really good movie. I really want to see it again. And I wish I didn't have the chance to, but it was very well done. I thought with how they had Will Smith in there. Honestly, if they'd done anybody else, I don't think it would have gone very well because I think they would have made the impression of
It would have been difficult. It would have had to have been somebody, if they were gonna do somebody else, somebody who knew Robin Williams and would have not tried to bin Robin Williams.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, how do you make comedic effect without The person
yeah.
of comedic effect.
Because Robin, he did a lot of character comedy, right?
Yeah.
So he would have different characters and different personalities to go along with it, and he was good at that. I mean, I watched just regular interviews with the guy, and he'd just sit there and just be like, you just out of place, and next thing you know, he's talking about cocaine and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, whoa, hold on. But yeah, so it was big shoes to fill, but he did it in his own style.
Yeah, I felt like it had like.
I need to go see it. I mean, that's what I've heard. He does a very good job.
Yeah,
of...
it was very funny. I was laughing the whole time because compared to I think in the original, animated one, I think the genie was blue the entire time.
Well, because he's animated, so it can be.
Yeah, but when he was like trying to be human, he'd be former Will Smith, and he acted as so, and had a very good chemistry. The two main actors were very well done. I thought it was fine. I read some lines like they're not Indian. Yeah,
This doesn't take place in the Middle East.
Middle East.
I'm like, but I just mean like, I get it. It takes place in the Middle East. Abraba.
I still love your Prince Ali from. Shit, I forgot it. Prince Ali, Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Yeah, Prince Ali. It made me want to go. We tried to go watch the other one. We could like online. There's nothing online.
I have the VHS tape.
Yeah, I don't have a VHS player. But like, all right, we went to Walmart right after the movie. It was like they don't
Really
nothing. I couldn't find it. Well, because Disney's now promoting. This is the Disney podcast. Disney's now promoting their own app
streaming service. So they've taken most things off. Like a lot of the Marvel movies and the newer Star Wars movies are still on Netflix.
Yep.
But
No
they've taken like
All
so
the
Star Wars Clone Wars was taken off. All the older Star Wars movies were taken off. Some of the older Marvel movies too, I'm sure, were taken off because they want to get ready for November when their streaming service comes out.
Yeah, and so
See, I don't really like that. You know, because now all these people are getting their streaming services, and you have to pay $15. $15 for each one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
10 to 15.
is Netflix 10 or is it
Like 12 now.
But still, you do that, you pay Hulu like $10 to $12, Netflix $12, Apple's streaming service like $10 to $12,
Amazon
Disney's and Amazon Prime $10 to $12. Then that adds up. You're paying like $70 for streaming services.
I mean, compared to what's TV go for now?
About that.
But you get hundreds of channels and you can watch basically whatever's on it.
Yeah,
and you get a ton of stuff.
But you can choose on the other ones. Like,
True.
I want to watch nothing but Elf for the next 7 days, you know, whatever it is.
But I just, at least you're only dealing with
I suppose
one thing, right? You don't have to go everywhere for everything. It's like, oh, now I got to go over to my Hulu. Now I got to go over to my Netflix. Now I got to go to this.
I don't know who made it.
We were talking when Xbox Ultimate or Xbox Live or Xbox whatever.
Pass Ultimate.
Yep, came out. We brought it up in our group chat, and one of our friends was like, "Oh, I should probably cancel one of my subscription things so I can get this one."
Yeah.
I'm like, you have to pay for all that. They should just make bundles. Companies should work together.
Yeah, well then the only way that's happening is one company buys out the other, and it's like, oh, we're gonna bundle.
Well,
it.
didn't it? If you could have you should have a PlayStation account. You got a Spotify account. Like PlayStation Plus. Say.
No, Hulu and Spotify. They did something together.
Because I have.
That's why I was thinking.
I have a Spotify, and for like.
You could get Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
You pay Spotify Premium, but then extra $3 they tack on the basic Hulu service.
I don't want you. We have HBO. I have Netflix, but honestly, some people have tried to do this. Like YouTube tried to do it, and it already failed a couple. So I wonder what the
YouTube Red thing.
YouTube Red, YouTube TV.
I mean, I don't think YouTube TV has really failed.
I don't think they've written it off as a.
No, because I feel like there's enough people out there who see it as a better alternative to TV and other things because they can get the channels that they want, but they don't have to pay the outrageous price of a like a Dish Network or outrageous price.
And then like, I mean, it's not entertainment or it's not video entertainment, but Stadia coming up, that's going to be another subscription fee.
Then
but
Ubisoft announced its
that's
thing.
video game.
But still, it's
a video
entertainment.
thing. And that would be like we pay for Game Pass. It's that's gonna be $15.
I wasn't gonna pay for Game Pass until they announced all that stuff. And
Until they're like,
they were like, oh, we're gonna bring the Game Pass to the PC and we're gonna bundle it all together.
Yeah, and so it's technically $5 for each.
Mm-hmm.
So for Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass, and PC Game Pass, I guess that's their way of making money.
See, because there are games that like on the PC or the Xbox, I don't want to go spend another $30 or $20 on just that game. Instead, I'd pay the $15 a month for all that stuff and then just play the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and I get hundreds of games.
Yep.
So.
And then also with the Google Stadia, the only real benefit, you have to have the good internet. You have to have at least. Like,
I know.
35.
I saw that.
But the game, you don't have to download it all. It's just like that
it's
little.
just a stream.
That little, I have the Google Chromecast behind this TV here. It would just hook onto that. I just need $1. And they showed in the video, it's like, all right, I'm done gonna play on here. I'm gonna go play on my phone. Pew! Pops up and you stop where you were on there, and it load right to here. It was obviously they had the fastest internet possible there, and every device was plugged in.
Yep.
But if it becomes to the point where it is viable to do that, it'd be really cool. But how many gamers? I mean, the Nintendo Switch proves this. How many gamers are up and on the go and no? But maybe the kid who does have good internet, his parents kick him out to his bedroom. I'm using this TV. Go to your bedroom. Dave, we're gonna move the Xbox. You know,
Yeah,
that'd be a little faster. That's my only understanding. It's gonna be the cheap console. Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't even read that. Not even worth it.
Why?
Why?
I want to help this person out.
Oh, Jesus, Brandon.
don't go down that rabbit hole.
But I think it's only like $100. I don't know what the subscription service is for Google Stadia. They say it all.
Okay, you just read his username and you didn't even read the thing. Okay. All right. Did you read it? Did you read it?
I read the first line and I'm just like, nah, not even worth it, Brandon.
What do you mean?
It's the first. It's like the first one. The first one that came in just like dropped a load of information.
No. This person is asking for advice, and I wish to help this person out because I've been in this person's shoes before. Okay. Okay. Understand? Yeah. See, don't mind the name. See, he's looking out. Okay. So.
Oh goodness.
What? I gotta reread it again. Sorry.
Oh, cool. Price. $10 per month.
Okay, so do you know for sure if she's in this? That I just so you're aware, I like to gather as much information before I give any advice.
Going a little above and
Yeah.
beyond.
Okay, so you know for sure. Well, this is a tricky one. Do you know her very well? Are you well acquainted
Brandon,
with her?
I don't know if this is like when I said the Hot Dish podcast has a little bit of everything. I don't know if relationship advice is the.
Welcome to the Hot Dish podcast.
It's got a little bit of everything. Come on,
Brandon, the dating guru.
Yeah, I like to give people advice. I don't get to do it much anymore.
Give me
so
advice,
do you
then.
are you good friends with this person? Are you not good friends? Like, do you only know them from afar? Yeah, don't diss on the relationship. The relationships. Just just looking for a bit more information. Yeah, we are. Okay, so good friends. Do you know this other person that she's in a relationship with?
Facebook.
No, shut
She
up.
doesn't have a Facebook, and it's not worth it because she doesn't know technology at all.
Wow.
I've got a Facebook. What's that supposed to be?
You have technology. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, she doesn't have a
If
Facebook?
she doesn't have a Facebook,
Some people don't want Facebook. Come on.
Austin.
Yeah.
he has a Facebook though.
Yeah, but he doesn't look at
use
it.
it.
Okay, sorry. What I was do you know this person?
Social media then.
Shut up. Front door, my God.
Social media.
Do you know this person she is dating? Is what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. Social media. She has pictures of going like, "Yo, what's up?"
But it's a question. You tell me the person that you're trying to look
I'm
for.
asking questions just like you are.
Well, if they know each other, obviously they know each other.
No
Right.
shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Right. So why would he have to Facebook it?
But no, like seeing if she. That's how he knows if she's dating somebody. If she would potentially have
That's
pictures.
not what I'm asking.
I'm asking that. He would potentially have pictures with this dude, so he would know that she's
Welcome
taken.
to the Hot Dish Podcast, where we argue over
This
how
is
to
your
give
fault.
advice.
You want to take this on.
I don't know. Is she? Oh. So you've just seen? Oh, social media is playing a part here. So you just like, you see that she's in pictures. No one is using Facebook.
I thought switch to the social media. There's not, everyone has
Okay,
something
sorry.
on social media.
Sorry.
If they're not on social media, then they're lost in life. If they don't like,
Okay.
I know some people that still use like a flip phone, and they're like, I don't like social. This isn't going anywhere. Compared to my life, there's nothing is gonna happen.
Okay. Anyways, so you don't know if she's dating this person. Okay. Well then.
I'll give my advice.
Call me.
Just ask. Where she can say is yes, they're dating, and
Okay, how do you say? How do
Be
you
honest,
How do
yeah.
you how do you go approach that though? Like, hey, you taking the girl? What's up?
I would definitely do it in person. Don't
Try
do
to
it
do it.
over.
Don't do it over text. Try to do it at least call her and be like, hey.
Well,
Well, if you can't do it
If you
in
can't-
person,
yeah.
then you might as well do it
In person, honesty is the best thing. And if you
I'm asking,
haven't-
how do you say it though? What is your say the words he's going to say?
you just have to go for it. Honestly, I cannot. I really you.
I'm saying be polite about it, Brandon. Like, don't be like, yo, girl, you taking? Well, don't.
No, you just-
exactly. You
just-
need to help him out. He's asking for help.
No. You got to be honest with her. If
Say-
just, you shut
say-
up for 1
are
second.
you-
I'm trying to get a thought out of my mouth.
Brandon, you just say,
dude.
just say, are you seeing anybody? That's all you need to say. That's what I was trying to get at.
That yes.
That's the polite way of saying, girl, you taken?
I wasn't telling him to do that.
That's what I was saying. You need to tell him to do that. Are you seeing somebody?
Explain it better. Use your words. Okay, sorry.
It's
We're
very
very
hostile.
aggressive, and we apologize.
Start
I
playing
apologize
video
for our
games,
behavior.
Taking our anger out on other people that we're playing.
We're really trying to help you. We really are. So yeah, just ask in a very polite way. Because if you're good friends with her, she would, you're trying to catch up. You could pose it that way. The vibe in this room is great. Thank you. We try our best.
It really is.
We're here every Saturday.
You need to be polite about it. Is what I was
We
trying
need
to
a
get at.
freaking fan in here, Jordan. Holy crap.
Anyways, it's getting warm in here. We're getting angry. Anyways,
cooler in here.
anyways, and that too. Once you kind of figure that out, if she is dating, if she's not, then you can just if you know the feeling might be mutual or it is kind of mutual, then you could always try it. Just go for it. You're not worried that. If you're worried about not or losing the opportunity to, just go for it. Really. I know there are times where I wish I would have just done that. And I have done that where I've just kind of gone for it. And there are times where it's just like it gets really awkward at times, I'm going to be honest, but
Yeah,
hell,
but
it's
at least you know.
yeah, I when I asked my girlfriend out, my long-term girlfriend.
I was just trying to be.
But it was
I'm
long-term.
sorry.
It was long-term.
I'm sorry.
I had another girlfriend. It was a thing. Anyways,
It was.
anyways,
thing.
I asked her very nervously in our school's library while some other kid was trying to use the computer she was on. So it was just very awkward all around.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, do you have a way to know if somebody or how am I trying to phrase this? Do you know of anybody that would know if she likes you? Did that make sense? I hope that made sense. In my brain, it made
Does
sense,
she have
but
something like a friend that you could.
do you guys have? Yeah, do you have a mutual friend
Yeah.
who would know how you both, not to like help set you up, but just to ask that you could potentially ask for
This guy's long gone. He's like, this is worthless. This is not worth.
They started shouting. I just start getting mad at each other.
This podcast.
Oh, we should do that. We should do a segment
shouldn't.
like that.
Oh God, you want to go?
You're not here all the time. Get out of here.
You want to be you?
We should have Austin, me, and you in here, and yeah.
I want to get
single guys out of our friend group.
I want
They need advice.
I was gonna have Austin come here, and I was gonna jump off. She has a mutual friend who told me.
Okay,
Wait, she
so
told
you've already passed that step.
She
All right.
told you she has interest in you. So then why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about the
Because it's nerve-wracking. It's anxiety loading, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
the best way to get the anxiety off, at least in my opinion, in my case, was
Shoot yourself in the
go
foot.
ask.
Shoot yourself in the
Oh,
foot.
it's the same thing. Sorry, same thing. Sorry.
just go for it. It's like arrow roulette. You just just let it go. No,
Do it
no, but
before you ask. That way, if she says no, it just hits you. Right away. Just end it.
Time it perfectly.
no, okay, but in all seriousness, yeah. Then if you kind of know, just go for it. There's no time like the present. Honestly,
At the camera, Brandon.
Pull the pass.
there's no time like the present.
Okay, I shouldn't go for it. Oh.
No, go for it. Go for it. Ignore the arrow. Ignore the arrow. Is that what we meant?
Oh no, he's leaving.
Curses. So I should give up on my career to be a psychologist?
Yes.
I'm a couples therapist.
Oh no.
Okay, today we're gonna do an exercise.
Husband, take the arrow.
Wife, take the bow. Join it together, shoot it up in the air, and see which one lasts longer.
No, Brandon. Sorry for
No.
topic to the guy.
Yeah, you can go fuck off, man.
Sorry. Wait, what?
Yeah. No, don't mind him. Don't mind him. He sees life differently.
Okay, Brandon. When the first comment's a chunk like that, and then the second comes in like,
Yeah, see, he doesn't take the time to read the chat, but don't worry. I got you.
I
I got you, fam.
You gotta do one line at a time.
Yeah,
Make
when
like
it's like-
sentences
when it's
like,
like-
super short, super easy, and just spam them.
hey
No.
guys, no, it's like, hey guys, I have a question for you. Okay, then I would have been like, boom.
Don't criticize this man, this person, for writing this chunk of dialogue.
Okay, but you've seen the last couple that have done that. Were like, oh, Twitch spam, blah 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 blah, and it was like,
You gotta decipher through it.
Takes time.
It's
No time
called
like the
reading.
present.
It's called reading.
Well, when you read
Ever
at like
heard
a
of it?
5th grade level, it's kind of hard.
Ever
Brandon.
heard of it?
Brandon, I read books through audio.
The books
Yeah, that's
read
right.
to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, next time I read it, do you want me to read it for you?
Yes, please.
Jordan,
That would help a lot.
get a voice. Actually, don't do
Oh,
that.
oh,
'cause
that'd
we
be
get some
awful.
Hey,
Awful.
I,
You
hey,
get some people-
you know, okay, back. I hope it goes well for you. I really
Fuck.
do.
Oh, he's long gone. Oh, there he's back still.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Wait, he was listening. Shit. I was looking like, what if we have Star Wars stuff up? He must have been here before that then.
That'd be great. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take her to it. Don't do that
Oh,
as a
that
date. That'd be something I would do.
Yes.
We were joking before. Jordan showed me a picture of a kid wearing a stormtrooper outfit. And I was like, that would totally be my son. He said, this would be your son. I'm like, yeah, and I'd be standing in the grocery store right next to him in the same outfit.
Yeah, wearing a stormtrooper outfit.
Wearing a stormtrooper outfit. And then the
What was
wife
the
would
caption?
caption it,
Yeah.
they refuse to let go.
They refuse to go.
No,
Here, you
they insisted on wearing it to the store.
Yeah, they insisted on wearing it to the store, and it'd just be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
I mean, people say my first date with Alyssa, we went to the movie theater. But luckily enough,
I remember
Yeah,
that.
we-
Because you were gone for
the-
like 4 hours.
because
yeah, we were all waiting for you.
we both looked at the time, and the movie said 7. There turns out, Josh Better by the grocery store. Oh,
Is this a
okay.
Star Wars joke?
I guess so.
I'm picking up on this episode 4 reference, but I don't know.
The movie wasn't at that time we both like saw it for, and so we stood there for like an hour waiting, and then we watched the movie, and afterwards we stayed there for like another hour and just started talking, just like doing whatever.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
Ryan.
And now we live together.
Yeah, and we were all ready to like hang out with you and be like, "Hey, yo, bro, what up?
You didn't hear your
Hey,
birthday.
you know, break
It
up.
was the day of my
Yeah,
birthday.
breakups suck, man. But here you
It
go.
was like
You
a month-
know,
no, because we had the breakup one at a different time.
It was like a
No.
month.
Yeah,
It was
yes.
like a month or so.
Because
apart.
I remember me and Austin. I went 4-wheeling with Austin. Came and it's like, hey, yeah,
So and I
yeah,
broke up.
yeah, someone, yeah,
Why
she
am
took
I-
the Xbox.
she took the Xbox. Somebody's
Well, we were playing Destiny 2.
It was
on
her
it.
Xbox.
Oh,
it was her
yeah.
Xbox, and she I asked her if James
Yeah.
could use it, and and then she took that. What else? Wait a minute.
Took my favorite
That
spreadsheet.
bitch owes me something. No, but long story short, my first date with Alyssa was the movie theater, and we saw Lego Ninjago.
How romantic.
I gave her, see, this is what I did though.
kidding.
This is what
How
I
much
did
of the
though.
movie do you
I gave her like 3 movies. It was like scary, funny cartoon, Lego Ninjago, and like a romance one. I was like, here's your options. What would you like to see? You know, trying to see what the ground would be like with her.
Ha! Yes, I like this man. I
Destiny
like
1.
this
It was
person.
Destiny 1 because it was on Xbox.
No, it was Destiny 2. Destiny 2 before it released on PC. Yep, because
I like this
remember,
person.
I remember the first weekend it released on PC, I had my first pre-built, and I no-lifed the shit out of it that first Saturday and burnt myself out on it. And I was like, this game sucks because you can't level up more than a certain amount.
Anyways, Destiny 2 trash.
Destiny 2,
I
Destiny
could have
2,
sworn we jumped
Throw
off
that in that
Destiny
trash
2
compactor by the grocery store. I am a trash compactor.
Yeah, then I got back from the movie theater, and then like,
And we were all there.
80
Yeah.
you were getting fucking plastered.
And we're like, where were you?
You know, we're like, we thought you were going back hours ago. Where the...
you guys,
had a date.
Austin-
Took a date for 4 hours. Come on.
I remember Austin had. That's when Austin had that apple pie stuff.
Was that then or was that...
There's two.
I
there's
can't
two
remember.
scenarios.
There's multiple times.
It was when you broke up.
No,
We
there's
had
one
everyone over.
after that. It was
and he
one.
was drinking. He was like, Austin, go drink water.
It was where the couch was first. So if,
It was facing the
the
wall.
the
that
longest
stairs-
wall. Yeah, it was facing that wall. Was when I came home. I have a picture of Dylan tackling Austin on the couch,
Oh, Dylan was. Yeah, so it was your birthday.
and I remember.
I don't think Dylan was there for.
Oh no.
Yeah, and Austin had
No.
that just like.
It was just.
It was just Allie, Isaac, you.
I don't even think Allie was there.
I think Allie was there because we played Fibbage,
What did we?
and Austin could spell the fucking best for being
Yep,
the most
that
drunk.
was the one where we're like, Austin, you have to go drink water. He'd go and find.
And he started drinking vodka.
the captain.
Captain,
Captain,
clear.
silver.
Yeah, silver. And he's just like,
Ugh.
this is clear. Glug, 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 glug.
Ugh,
Clear drink.
Yeah,
gross.
clear drink.
That's what he always
Clear,
calls it.
yeah, clear.
Liquid. Yeah, no, I remember when I broke up with my girlfriend, I was like, hey, I was supposed to go see her that weekend. And I was like, hey, change of plans. Can I come over? That was at your very first apartment.
Okay, was that the picture I have of you at Target?
Yep, that was.
That seems like it was way too long ago, though. Yeah, I can look up.
That would have been like
albums.
3-4 years ago.
People. Brandon.
It'd been like 3-4 years ago, to be perfectly
Well,
honest.
3 years ago, they would have been at Westwood.
September, I'm assuming April 9th, 2016.
No, it would have been January. Oh, yeah, nope. Then that was like a few months after.
What was that?
I don't know. Perfectly honest.
I wish I could cast it to. I'll do that. I have the keyboard, the wireless keyboard.
And that probably doesn't help. We just gave this person advice, and now we're talking about breakups.
Yeah, don't do it.
We are wonderful people.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm in the same boat.
I
got you.
Same.
I got
The
you.
same boat, Brandon. You're swimming towards the boat. You haven't found the boat yet. You're on there.
No. The boat. I started on the boat.
The boat hasn't
The
left.
boat kicked me off, and I have been swimming in the same direction as the boat, trying to stay afloat.
Gotta get to the boat. Gotta get to the boat. Well, thank you, everybody, again. Another wonderful live podcast. I apologize, Brandon. I will try to read the text beforehand. Just make sure someone's talking so we don't get dead. Because
I got you, fam.
we don't get it's dead silence because we all stop and look. and no one's talking.
Yeah, I mean, I could read
Brandon
it
would
out
be-
loud.
Bra-
I'll read it. I'll read it out loud next time.
As long as if you're not the one talking, if you're the one talking, don't look at the thing. Just keep saying.
I'm constantly looking at that.
But I'm saying when you're telling us, if you're telling a story and all of a sudden it pops up, don't stop your story and look.
I'm intrigued. It's more important there than in my mind.
But then there's 4 of us going, or 3 of us going.
Yeah, it brings you to the attention.
But then you don't see it on the stream though. I should.
Yeah, I should read it. I should just read it out loud right away.
Get a voice. Or,
No.
Chat to voice.
I wish I can select it.
Have you ever wanted to? Would you ever love me?
Thank you again. The Hot Dish Podcast, where it has a little bit of everything. Always good. Watch it break. Oh, here it comes.
There it is. It broke.
I didn't.